Top Gun Show. This is the Top Gun Show. The Top Gun Show. With Steve Farmer. Welcome to the Top Gun Show. This is the Top Gun Show. The Top Gun Show. With Steve Farmer.
Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I bring you new technologies, new providers, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome Mike Galvin, the Chief Administrative Officer of Granite Telecommunications, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. As CAO, Mike is responsible for strategic and tactical initiatives at Granite. He assists with major sales, large vendor relations, governmental contracting, information technology, and legal matters. Mike also serves as the chair of the board of directors for Encompass, the largest association of competitive carriers and service providers in the U.S. Mike, you made it! Welcome to the Top Gun Show, my friend.
Great. Thanks, Steve. Great being here.
Nice to have you on. We're doing a series of the executive leadership of Granite, so I'm thrilled to be able to have you on the show today. Now, when I was running a sales agency for about 5 years in California, we sold Granite. And when I was working for one of the largest TSDs in the central U.S., AppDirect, we also sold Granite for about 5 years. And I heard that because of the superior contracts that Granite has with the carrier community, if Granite wants a piece of business, they simply can't be beat. That's what I told people. But is that true?
I wish. As somebody with carrier responsibility here at Granite, I wish I could dictate the terms of our contracts with our underlying partners, service providers, and carriers. But I do understand the sentiment that you had observed and are expressing about our, frankly, buying power. We have, with the size of our business platform, we have a lot of leverage, and we do try to take advantage of the leverage in buying from a cost perspective at the lowest possible rate. That in turn means that oftentimes for the types of core products and services that we offer, for voice services, for data services, for certain managed services, that we're able to provide highly competitive pricing to the customers looking to do business on our platform. When we want to be aggressive, we can be aggressive. We think it's part and parcel of the value that Granite can provide to the community and to the underlying end users.
Got it. Well said. Thanks for not calling me a liar directly, but I just what I've seen is like if we want a piece of business, we go after it hard and get it. So I'm still going with that, my friend. Well, hey, next question. Executives are increasingly focused on the back office as a competitive advantage, not as a cost center. And because you sit at the intersection of people, process, and scale, which internal function, HR, legal, facilities, or operations, has become the greatest strategic lever for Granite in our continual growth?
Well, throughout society, artificial intelligence, AI, is rapidly changing almost everything in our society. Telecommunications industry is not immune or exempt from those changes. It is, I think, industry that probably has a lower platform given the age of certain network infrastructure and a lot of the specialty lines and equipment that business users, the type of end users that Granite historically has served, have on their premises. And we've made substantial investments in technology, in AI, and other efficiencies to try to bring network modernization and savings to our end user customers. I guess I'll give 3 concrete examples. One is our Epic product, which allows customers, without replacing alarms, elevators, escalators, things that were built for analog technology. Without replacing that, you can use a new IP interconnection by installing a piece of equipment at a customer's premises. That in turn allows customers to save with much lower cost connections, more reliable connections, ones for which we know what the cost will be for multiple years, unlike TDM or POTS lines currently. It's been a great success. It's something, a value proposition that we can bring forward. Similarly, we have proprietary technology in our edge boot equipment, which allows us to provide dedicated internet access quality at broadband or best effort type of pricing. It allows us to monitor, to reroute service from one form of access to an alternative, often a wireless backup service. It also allows us to reboot so that equipment plugged in can be brought back online without a technical visit, thereby providing another way of savings. The third piece of new development that we see is making a difference is on our portal. We have new technology that allows customers on a call to drag and drop one of their invoices. Our technology allows that invoice to be reviewed and processed in just a matter of seconds, where we can show the customer the alternative access mediums, the new pricing, the new speeds, the higher reliability. Our customers love those types of developments.
I love it. I love it. Good answer. Good answer. Well, hey, Granite's known for discipline and consistency as it scales. So what operating principle or internal metric do you personally watch the most that people outside the CAO role tend to underestimate?
Yeah, I guess there's a few. As somebody, again, responsible for carrier costs, I do look at our gross margin, the cost of the goods that we sell, and watch that trend over time, particularly as we evolve more into IP and data connections. I think that the one that I pay probably the most attention to is customer churn. We're super fortunate in many ways. We have 17,000 active customers on our platform, but our customers are evolving. Our customers have newer technologies, alternative methods of communication. What we really love is to see those customers evolve with the times, to get updated technology from our platform. And so we're looking at customer churn as opposed to churn from any individual product. We love to see customers go from an analog or from an older technology to an IP, more modern technology on our platform. We have a wide range of those, and it's something that I pay particularly close attention to.
Love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, hey, you've got a unique perspective, with your background and the role that you play at Granite. So looking ahead to the next three to 5 years, what emerging risk, like regulatory, workforce, or operational, do you think most organizations are underestimating, and how is Granite proactively planning for that?
Yeah, that's a really great question. It's something I think about a lot. There's, a good amount of risk in the world, in the industry, including technology risks, because, we've been selling analog technology and continue to sell analog technology. We sell IP interconnections, but there's new evolving technologies. Low orbit satellite service is something that we get a lot of questions about. We're able to offer it to our customers, but technology risk is one. But the legal and regulatory risk is again something I pay a good amount of attention to, both as chair of the board of Encompass, which is a trade association that does advocacy in these areas, but also as an evolving service provider providing data services. There is regulatory changes afoot. The products and services that we sell are increasingly on a federal level becoming deregulated, less regulated. And like a lot of things in Washington, the follow-on regulation or the updates to those rules, frankly, hasn't kept pace. What we're seeing is a patchwork of states stepping up: California, New York, Pennsylvania, and some others that are coming up with state-specific rules on IP, on VoIP, on privacy and security. And frankly, it's there's some risk there, among which are that at some point we may have up to 50 sets of different rules for 50 states. We've been trying to get a federal standards that make sense, that provide a backstop without being overly burdensome. But we see that as a risk. It's something that I've historically paid attention to and continue to do so, both here and as my role at Encompass.
Well, it sounds like you have a very important job. I don't know how you get it all done. I mean, you're really doing a lot of stuff. I'm glad you're at the helm and not me, because like your bandwidth must be, tremendous. So thank you for the job you're doing. And Mike, I know you're a fan of the Top Gun show, and I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself?
Well, I was going to use my role at Encompass, which you've already covered. So I guess I'll go with a second fallback and maybe something a little bit more fun than a chair of the board. I am a bit of an endurance junkie. This past year, I completed my 10th marathon, but I've also done 3 Ironman, 2 50-mile ultra marathons. I've done the rim to rim to rim at the Grand Canyon last October. And I did swim from Alcatraz Island to San Francisco a few years ago. It's
No
a
way.
good balance. It gets me out of the office, a little bit of less stress.
I didn't know anybody has ever survived that swim because I'm from Northern California. So, I mean, I went to Alcatraz and did the tour, and, they talked about, this guy, they never found him and the sharks ate him. It's possible to swim from Alcatraz to San Francisco?
People do it regularly. I did it with a wetsuit with about 2,000 other people. But yep.
Well, you're the first guy I knew that has ever done that. That's incredible. I mean, not to mention your rim to rim and all 50 miles and all that stuff. Did you just run in the Boston Marathon? The one that just...
I didn't do it this year. I've done it 2 years ago and 4 years ago. Couple times.
Wow.
Rob Hale, our CEO, just finished, clocked a 4:45 at 59 years old. Pretty impressive.
Well, that is impressive. Well, you're impressive too. I mean, how do you have the time to do all the stuff you do?
Yeah, gets me out.
Crazy. Well, hey, Mike, I know you're a busy guy. Obviously, you're a busy guy. You're probably going to go run right now. Who knows what you're going to do next? Thank you for carving out time out of your schedule to be on the Top Gun show. You really classed up the show a little bit today. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Good luck. Be in touch.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody.